Hi, this is Skix17 and welcome back. Today we have got you really old gameplay. This was actually a gameplay I got sort of after my huge break. It was kind of like the third or second game I played, and it was actually a really good score, and I completely forgot about it. I was meaning to upload this before I uploaded the double MOAB. Well, this is unfortunately a double MOAB fail. Which I was quite surprised with that I actually did this well this early on in the game. But I think the final score is 61-3. I was a complete kill whore and didn't play the objective in the slightest, so I slapped my wrist. I was a bad man. Well, I suppose I was doing the kill whore's job. I was trying to kill them all and push them all back. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and we lost by 48 points, I think. But hey, you win some, you lose some. You can't have everything, can you? So yeah, I was pretty happy with this gameplay. As I said, I completely forgot about it when I got that double MOAB. I was so unbelievably happy that I managed to get a double MOAB finally. I just recorded it and stuck it in Vegas straight away and set the render and did the commentary. And then after it, I was like, oh. After I'd uploaded it, I was like, oh yeah, I was meant to upload this one first, wasn't I? Meant to upload the fail before I actually uploaded the completed final task of it. But anyway, yeah. So this was a double MOAB fail, I think. The first streak was pretty slow, but then again, it wasn't going to be massively fast considering I hadn't played for ages and it was on 6v6. But what are you going to do? I think it was about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm sure you guys can tell me, or you guys will judge me for it suitably. But yeah, so yeah, not the best gameplay ever, but anyway. And the second streak, actually the second streak I died on an 11 gun streak, and then the third streak I died on a 19 gun streak, which is the one I actually left in. The 11 one I just made an awful decision, and I ran the wrong way, ran something, and ran into a guy who was head glitching. I knew he was head glitching there, and I don't know why I ran that way, but I suppose I haven't played it for a while, and I'd lost all sense of how to play a game properly. But yeah. So yeah, as I said, the final score was 61-3. I was not an objective player, but what are you going to do? Well, I suppose what you can do, you can tell me I'm a kill whore, and I should have played the objective, and we might have actually won, which I was kind of a bit puzzled with. I mean, you look at the score now, we were double capping for most of the game, and we were with 20 points up, and then somehow we just magically lost, and ended up going down by 40 points, which I don't know. Anyway. I say you can't win everything, and as I wasn't really sort of on top form, I couldn't carry the whole team completely. As you can see, that weird jiggly wiggly thing, I don't know why theatre mode does that. I did record this out of theatre mode. I hadn't got my PVR set up when I got this gameplay. But anyway, yes, I have dwelled way too long on this gameplay. I was meaning to sort of breeze over it quite quickly, and not get stuck on it, but I have done the complete opposite and got stuck on it for ages. But anyway, moving on to the main points of this commentary. First up, I want to start with a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed to this channel over the last sort of few weeks. Well, actually not even a few weeks, nearly a year now I've been doing Call of Duty. Not Call of Duty, doing Call of Duty. I've been probably playing Call of Duty more than a year. Been doing YouTube for nearly a year now. Well, I suppose in time basis I've been doing it for a year. I did take about an 8-month break, so I can't really sort of say I've been doing it a whole year, but yeah, my channel's been running for a year, and I have finally managed to hit the 1500 mark. I say finally, as it was like predictable. I should have done it ages ago. No, I finally hit the 1500 mark, which is awesome. That was my aim, to try and get to 1500 subs before Black Ops 2 came out, and thanks to you guys, I have actually managed to achieve it. So massive thank you to you guys, and a massive thank you to Ross, Tomb, and Benny, who all sort of tweeted out and helped me to get those last 8 the other night. Which massive thank you to you guys, hugely appreciated. But yeah, that's about it on the sort of thanks stage. It's just awesome to finally get there. It feels like that milestone, and I haven't had one since the 500,000 mark. What am I about? Which was down to Bread get me there. So yeah, a massive thank you to everyone who's got me here. I know the last video with the Ali A kind of jokey kind of, which people still aren't quite getting. Like, it's a joke. It was a sort of a mick take between friends. It wasn't a serious thing of, yeah, he's a really bad sniper. No, it's a joke, because some people just don't seem to have a sense of humour in the slightest. But hey, I suppose you win some. I mean, why do I keep saying you win some, you lose some? That's the way it goes. You can't please everyone, I suppose. But yeah. If you haven't seen it yet and you do go and see it, it's a joke. Nothing more than a joke. I was being sort of silly with the tags. Title. There we go. But yeah, moving on to the main body of this conversation quickly, which is the Stag weekend that I have been up at over the last few days, which I haven't uploaded over this weekend. And it was Josh's Stag do, and it was rather an unusual one. We've never kind of saw the whole thing with Stag do's is you have to go and get blitzed out your face and not remember anything. I don't see the fun in that. I always thought the Stag do's were kind of like, it's your last bastion to have a stupid fun time with your friends. Why that has to involve getting blitzed out of your face, I never quite got, but yeah, it does seem with the culture these days that maybe getting drunk out of your skull is the only way to have fun. But it's not, and we didn't really, well, we did drink a little bit, but not a massive amount. We started the other day, we went for cream teas down in Ambley, which was quite amusing. We all dressed up in blazers and everything, and all looked quite unusual. Quite unusual, that's not really the right word, quite silly, but yeah, we walked into this tiny little tea room and all had cream teas, which was an unusual start, but it was awesome. Love the cream teas. They're very British, aren't they? If you haven't had a cream tea, it's basically a tea, a scone, jam, and then clotted cream, and that's a cream tea in the morning. It's a very sort of I don't know, posh isn't really the right word. I don't really know how to sort of say it, but yeah, it's kind of like a very sort of upper class kind of thing to do. But yeah, we thought it'd be quite funny. We were initially trying to do it. We were initially intending doing it with like bowler hats and everything, which would look quite amusing. Would be even more eccentric. But anyway. We then sort of did a load of other things, some silly little challenges throughout the day. Like Tom had a challenge of going into a shop and buying a box of tampons with 1s and 2p's, but being short. So literally counting out 1 and 2p's onto the counter, being a couple of pounds short, and then just taking the change back, going, "Can you hold on to this while I go down to the cash point?" And then just not coming back. It was fairly amusing for us to watch. I'm not sure whether it's kind of one of those things you have to be there. I think there might be a film, so I should be able to get that for you. And other stupid things we did. For some reason, I'm not sure where the idea came from, but tractor surfing. I shall clarify this slightly, which was tie a rope to the front of a tractor and reverse the tractor as fast backwards as possible whilst trying to hold on to the rope around the field. And this wouldn't work in the summer at all, but the fields were completely waterlogged, so it was kind of like surfing on the ground. It was quite funny. I've got some good videos of that which I shall post. And then we finished off the day with beer pong, and I'm sure everyone knows what beer pong is. And we got one guy supremely drunk through the acts of beer pong, and he pulled out some spectacular dance moves, which I have also got on film, which I might well upload as well if you guys would like to see it. So yes, this gameplay has come to a close. I was a bad man, didn't play the objective as I already said, so please don't be too harsh on me. But as I said, it was one of the sort of first games I had back on. Anyway guys, yes, so if you'd like to see those videos, please tell me as such, and I shall see you on the next video. Again, massive thank you to everyone for getting me to 1500 subs. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.